Hey there, this is Wythe Marshall from the Stillfleet Studio. We put together a little podcast called Why We Roll, and now we're very proud to be part of the network Podderation. So if you're listening to one of Podderation's other great shows, and you're interested in TTRPGs specifically, that's tabletop role-playing games, you might be interested in our show. Why We Roll is all about how you make TTRPGs, what makes them fun, different kinds of stories you can tell with TTRPGs, and even the business, so the practical advice side. So if any of that sounds appealing, whether you're a GM, you want to design your homebrew game, or you're interested in getting in the industry, why don't you head over to Why We Roll, check us out. We really, really appreciate it, and keep making awesome stuff.
Welcome to Board Gamers Anonymous, the podcast where everyone's welcome to the table, but of course, since it's 2026, no one knows whose turn it is. This is Chris.
Hey, and this is Anthony.
And this is episode 561, the most anticipated games of 2026.
Woo! Yes, I love it. We finish, we give awards out, we reflect on the year, and then we look at all the stuff to buy in the new year.
We did a thing. It's done.
Yeah, let's do it again.
No, it's another year.
Yeah, reset, roll it back. Oh, man. Yeah, and if you want to see all the stuff we talked about in last year's most anticipated, just go back a couple weeks to our episode 559, and you'll see that at the end of that, we talked about like a dozen more games that were announced after we recorded this episode.
What?
So we're going to talk about 50-plus games and expansions today, and then in the next 12 months, a whole bunch of other stuff will be announced that we don't even know about today.
Anthony, these people need to know these games.
They do. I do too, but they haven't told us yet.
But they need to know them.
I know. Me too.
It has to happen now.
I when I pull this list together every year, I'm digging through other people's lists. I'm digging through Board Game Geek and Reddit and rumor threads. I'm trying to find everything. And it's never as much as I expect because I know there's like 1,000 games released every year. And I'm like, why am I only finding like 50? And, obviously we're picking the ones we're most interested in. There are certainly more than 50 that have been announced. But part of it, it's just board game publishers, they announce things a little late. They tell you just slightly before it comes out. Also, there's the whole issue of crowdfunding, which we'll get into, where some of these games may or may not come out this year. And if we really don't think they're coming out this year, we often don't include it on the list.
Sure.
So, sure, it was kickstarted 6 months ago, but now they say 2027. So, bleh.
We should go back to a couple of years ago when the episodes for the most anticipated games were games that actually came out because there was no crowdfunding back in that day.
Yeah, a decade ago.
It was a good time, man. It was a good time.
They were shorter lists, though. You'll find these lists are really long because we know a lot of games already coming because they've already been funded. It's a weird place to be. So we get to talk about a lot of stuff. But we also, like you, the listener, are probably like, yeah, I know about that game. I already backed it. Like, well, it's still exciting and it's coming out in 6 months. So,
or especially for like GameFound, which they have to like promote the games even before the crowdfunding even comes close to starting.
Right. Yeah.
And you keep getting notifications. They're like, hey, you know that game? You're like, They're like, no, not yet. But if you show up at our website, we will tell you that the game is still coming. But we won't tell you when. You're like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Just like, that's great. Glad to know that the game is still coming. Please continue to send me emails on a game that's still coming, at which point I will know that it's coming, right? That's going to happen at some point. They're like, maybe we'll tell you.
We will send you updates that include new artwork for one card every 2 to 3 weeks for 6 months. Have fun.
There you go. Just keep pulling your chain until you're just super tired of it, and then unsubscribe, and then the game will come out.
Yeah, and then you'll see other people posting. You're like, wait, I was going to back that. Ah, come on.
Oh, remember early birds? Remember when early birds were a thing?
Yeah, yeah. Every now and then someone will still do it.
Oh, that's such a bad move, man.
I know. And it always like and then if you miss it, it makes you less likely to back the stupid thing.
Stellaris, they had their
Yeah.
like you get like a free model or ship or something,
Yeah.
but you had to back the game within the first 24 hours.
Yeah, with the zero information they
Yes,
provided.
the
Yeah.
zero information, and you would miss this otherwise. And it was just like, you guys, not cool, not cool
No.
at all.
Yeah.
Ah, those were the days.
Those were the days of people experimenting with poor decisions on crowdfunding. I mean, not that it's great now, but you know.
Well, that was back also in the day where people needed their game to fund by a certain date as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I feel like it's still like that from a marketing perspective. Like having not worked directly on any of these campaigns, but worked adjacent to them. Like the sooner you fund, the higher you move up the algorithm within the crowdfunding website, and the
Is
higher
that
you are
true?
on these charts. And then it's just like a visibility thing. It's the same with like music releases or movie releases or video game releases. If you can't hit right away on like launch day, um, then you fall out of the algorithm so fast that nobody ever sees you.
But
So
then you just get really weird, pathetic backing numbers. They're like, back this game. The goal is $1,000, and you're like, really?
yeah, I think that might be no longer a thing. I think it's really just volume. Like they're looking like you're going to get surfaced if a lot of people are on your page.
Sure.
But then there's the psychological effect of, oh, they're at 1,000% already. Yeah, it's $10,000. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, I go the other way too. I mean, back in the day when they used to have the crowdfunding, the excitement was following the campaign to see if it backed,
Yeah, I certainly had a few of those.
and then trying to tell other people to back it so that it
Yeah,
would reach its goal.
yeah,
And some of those games did come down to like the final seconds to actually
yeah.
back the game.
There was two or three I remember backing and just like barely getting like because they just got over the line.
Yeah.
Doesn't really happen anymore.
It loses a lot of the fun and the mystique of it when, like I said, the campaign backing goal is so low
Yeah,
that you're just like, oh, all right, so this is a game. Like, I don't even think of, honestly, I don't even think about the backing goals anymore, just because I know it's going to back.
yeah,
Like, why would it be here if it didn't back? Unless it was like some weird IP issue, which it'll eventually have in the future.
yeah, yeah. If it's not backing, it's usually very obvious why. like
It's
like
true.
wow, that's an ugly looking thing, or that's not fully designed, or that's clearly stealing something, and they're not going to be able to publish this.
Does the crowdfunding actually take a more active role now to ensure that the games actually do back, as far as like filtering out like random things? Because remember, way back in the day, there were just so many random projects on these crowdfunding sources, and just like it seemed like it came out of everywhere. And now I gotta believe most, if not all, games just back like the major releases. I don't think anything's not backing. Do you remember the game that hasn't backed in the last 5 years?
I'm sure they're there. I mean, usually what happens though is if they don't think they're going to back, they take it down.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what happens.
There's
It
been some
gets
issues.
canceled and relaunched, like with at a lower price, or they change things, or they make a new offer, or whatever. But
What was that space mythology game?
Anunnaki,
Yes, exactly. I know that was a word. I was just like, I think I know the name, but it doesn't sound right. Yeah,
yeah.
but they were just being like overzealous. Like it was like 8 factions or something, and it was
Yeah.
like $500, and then
Yeah,
they shrunk it. They stopped it and they brought it back in a smaller form.
they did. Yeah, and that was a Cranio Creations campaign, and they've been notoriously bad at running Kickstarter campaigns. So
Yeah.
wasn't surprising that they had problems. Um, but yeah, I do feel like you have a point. Like they don't tend to fail just straight up.
No,
It's usually like a failure of marketing, and so then they pull it down to fix that, and then relaunch with a better marketing plan. Um, honestly, crowdfunding is like 80% marketing. It really is. Like if you can line it up right and have your list in advance and have everybody ready to launch and get everybody excited so that you get a huge number on day one, that's what's going to work.
sure. And again, I think on some level, people are more knowledgeable, but again, there's more screening involved,
Yeah.
just because maybe just lawsuits and things of that nature too. Because I used to do Kick in the Habit podcast. Oof, there was some crazy stuff there back in the day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Which
It's
is
funny though.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is funny. It's and the other thing too, we were talking to a friend not too long ago at PAX, and they were mentioning like I think throughout the weekend, like they mentioned 3 or 4 games that they backed because they saw an ad on Instagram.
Wow.
So like how these things get out there is, we as the super in people who are always paying attention to everything.
Yeah.
Like we're just like, we're aware of them all, but other people aren't. Like, how do they see them?
Sure.
Like how do they surface? I'm always fascinated by that.
Well, again, I think the campaign, like running and hopefully trying to make it, created that kind of, furor around it, right? Like people were really excited. They were dynamic. People were posting. People were uprating things on Board Game Geek. There was a lot of attention for it. And now it's just, I think it's very mundane now. It's like, oh, is it being backed? Do you have to back it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that, I guess. I guess that's a thing. So
yeah.
I guess that's how we live now. This is where we live. This is the thing we do.
Yeah.
So not necessarily a bad thing, but just definitely a different thing.
Yeah, no, it's always changing. So you just have to do your best to stay abreast of it. But it is a little less Wild West, a little less guessing. We do know a lot of the games coming out this year. So
exactly. All right, Anthony. Well, you got a great list together, and everyone's very much excited and interested in this because they want everyone to know the games that will come out this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood. And hopefully this will be the biggest games of 2026. We're looking for a big year here. I think in the games section stuff that we like, it was a lighter year in some cases, although the IP games were very good this year.
Yeah. Like, so if you haven't seen it yet, check out my top 10 list, which I posted on you. Yeah, I have my own personal top 10 list. I put it up every year.
Dude!
This year I recorded a video, which you can check out on YouTube, but the article is also up on the website, boardgamersanonymous.com, if you want to just read it. But of my top 10, 4 of them were IP based.
Okay.
And that was a huge theme this year. And my favorite Euro of the year was not my number one game, which typically is not the case because A, my number one game was amazing. But B, the Euros really didn't show up this year.
No, they didn't. So hopefully 2026 is a little bit of a change.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it. All right, first game on the list. I'm naming it now. It's my number one game of 2026.
What? No.
It's done. I'm already doing the list.
Not fair. Not fair.
Greyloon. You're like, what's Greyloon? Well, let me tell you what Greyloon is. Greyloon is a reimplementation of Spirium.
What?
They've done it, folks. They're bringing
it
back. They're bringing it back. So I have to give credit.
What's Spirium?
No, don't even start. I know we retired it. We're not allowed to talk about it anymore, right? It's in the Hall of Fame. This is one of our Hall of Fame games, by the way. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It's a William Adia game, designer of Kalis. Came out like 2013, 2014, and then promptly just flittered away. It was a relatively small production. It was like $30 at the time. Not a ton of production value, but it was a really cool almost theme. They almost did it, right? It's basically like coal mining, but they made the coal green. So it's like, steampunkish.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of all that, and now it's just a medieval town. So you are the core mechanic here. You place your workers between locations, and then as you pull your workers off of the locations, the number of workers remaining between those locations determines the cost of that card if you want to take it. So it's a really cool like bidding system, and press your luck combined with the worker placement. And then like when you move from like stage A to stage B within each round really depends on when you want to bid for something and how much money you have available to you and how many workers you have left and all that good stuff. So it is a fantastic game. It's, again, like I said, one of my favorites, and it's coming back, and I hope they don't ruin it. But there's no second designer, so it's William Adia, just their game. So whatever updates are being made were just done by Adia. And it's the publisher is Sorry We Are French, who they've done a lot of interesting stuff lately. They brought Iki out west. They brought Zhongguo, The First Empire out west. These two like out-of-print games that nobody could get for a long time. Shackleton Base this year. This was on my top 10 list. Number 6 on my top 10 this year. So they've done a lot of good stuff lately, and I'm excited. I wish it was a different theme because I like looking at the cover. I'm like, this is kind of boring, and I still wish we were getting a giant Kickstarter version of it. But hey, I will take anything, and if it means more people are playing this, all the better.
I mean, the cover looks. I mean, it's somewhat generic fantasy kingdom theme, and yet the game description has it based on villagers going to locations to get resources.
Right.
Like,
I know. They throw a dragon on the cover, and then you're just like, it's not that. You're doing the same thing you did with Spirium. You're like, oh, it's like steampunky, and there's green stuff that glow. No, you're mining. It's mining. This is just a mining game.
That's so funny.
But yeah, Grey Loon. I'm excited for this. It's not crowdfunded, which means I'm going to get it this year. And super awesome.
Is it just a pasted on theme, or is this actually something new or different?
Unclear.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not clear what kind of changes. But reading through it, it is, it's a 2-phase system. It's got the bidding. It's got all that good stuff going for it. Sure. I don't know how much changes they've made. So the theme is different, obviously. But other than that, I don't know.
All right, we'll find out.
I'm psyched. My most anticipated for sure.
Sure.
All right. Next up, we have The Danes. So this is a re-implementation of A Feast for Odin. This is being worked on. It's Fjorlandspiel, which is the publisher behind Terra Mystica and a bunch of other stuff. So big German publisher. And it's Rosenberg working with Gernot Kupke. So it's not really Rosenberg updating the game. This is somebody who worked on A Feast for Odin as a playtester and also the designer of all the expansion content. So,
sure.
This will be. It seems like a bigger somehow.
Oh no,
more complex. I don't know if it's more complex, but like the early discussions is like this is a big old box of stuff. Whether that means they're just like higher production values or if it's actually more stuff is unclear. But it is building on the world of A Feast for Odin using worker placement mechanics from Uwe Rosenberg, which just tells me it's like a re-implementation. It's not officially a re-implementation of that, but it's A Feast for Odin 2.0.
All right.
So not exciting for you.
No, not at all.
It's also crowdfunding here in the next, it says Q1. So here in the next couple months, which means probably not a 2026 game, but we'll see.
Sure. All right. I mean, Uwe Rosenberg is kind of executive producing the game.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll, like you said, maybe there'll be a new twist on it, which would be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so. Because, I know plenty of people like you who are just not big fans of that, and it's one of my favorites, and so I would love if it's a little more accessible.
Yeah, I would love that too, because it's not a bad game, it's just a lot of a thing.
Yeah, totally understand that. Mm-hmm. Next up, we have another re-implementation. You can see the theme here that we started with.
2026, just like all those other years we had.
Really expensive re-implementations of old Euros. Brass Pittsburgh. So this is the Brass 3.0. We're getting a third version from Roxley Games. Famously Brass Birmingham, top-rated game on Board Game Geek. And it was a 2.0 of an older Martin Wallace game. Beautiful production, huge upgrade on Kickstarter. And now we're getting a third version going on like 8-9 years later, set in the US and then in the US Industrial Revolution. So this one will be on GameFound soon-ish. I don't know if they've set an exact date for that yet. I don't have it up in front of me, but it is coming to GameFound soon, and they are listing this 2026 release. We'll see if that happens or not, but it's definitely high on my list. I'll probably be backing this if there's any reason. If they don't give me a reason not to, like a crazy, like it's $140, I'm like, that's a good reason not to. But if it's a reasonable price and it does something interesting, I'll probably pick this up.
Yeah, supposedly it's going to come out, at least the crowdfunding opportunity is going to come out in February.
Okay. So maybe we get it by the end of the year.
Yeah, there's speculation that it'll be out by Christmas 2026.
That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, another 2.0.
What? Why?
It keeps happening. Snowdonia Grand Tour and Special Edition. This is coming from Naylor Games, and it's going to be on GameFound.
Pretty game.
It's a very pretty edition of Tony Boydell's classic Snowdonia.
Yep.
So this is a game that I guess was already backed, right? So
Mhm.
it's just shipping this year.
Yep.
And it has all the stuff. Like Snowdonia had a big master set like 8 years ago, had all the stuff in it, a ton of misprints, but all the stuff. This is an updated big box expansion for that with a bunch of additional stuff. So if you didn't like the 35 different ways to play Snowdonia already had, now you've got like 35 more.
Whoa. So if you're going to
Yeah.
head over to Wales, you could play the game that's based on their national park. So
Yeah,
very cool.
it's pretty looking.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
I think they got the production right this time.
Yeah, I hope so. It's a different company. The master set that was Board and Dice before they became Board and Dice. So
Sure.
one of the companies they merged with. So we'll see.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those. We talk about thematic gameplay. Art plays a very big role into that as well, especially graphic design. If you're going to have to manage all the cubes and all the movement on the actual board itself, so having new art, new graphic design, upgrade components, that lends itself to a better play experience. So hopefully that will come true.
Yeah, Snowdonia is a fun game. I do like it. I played it a couple times. I don't know if I'd spend $300 on it, but it's cool looking.
Sure. What if it was the Spirium version of it?
Oh, then $400 easy. All the money. Take the money. Although the new version can't have trains, so I don't know what they're doing. They messed up. All right, next up we have the spiritual sequel to your number one game of all time.
Sure.
World Order, coming from Hegemonic Project Games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we really enjoyed Hegemony and the asymmetrical gameplay of all the different economic classes in battle. Obviously, there are some challenges and some problems in some of the how would you say, the play styles a little bit, but it's a tremendously solid, fun, engaging game. And they were like, we're going to do something else just like that. And I was like, done. World Order. And again, we're dealing with the global political order. And just like the world, it's an area control game. So
yeah.
Turns out these countries are trying to control areas for economic power.
Yeah, I've never heard of such a thing.
Too close to reality, man. Pull out. No.
What reality? What are you talking about? I don't read the news.
I don't know.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Let's just say it's another fantasy game. This stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
no one would ever do such a thing.
Yeah, so basically it's a board with a lot of tanks. But yeah, no, I'm excited to play this when it comes out.
Yeah, no, Hegemony, again, it was our game of the year last year. It's an amazing experience. And this is the update to that, the follow-up.
Excellent.
Next up, we have the new one from Vital Lacerda. This one backed on Kickstarter just like a month or so ago. The Great Library. So
yes.
Based on the usual timeline, we'll be getting this towards the end of next year. Usually it's about a year and change. And this is about the building of the Great Library of Alexandria, which it just looks fantastic in terms of like more thematic elements to it. The classic Unitool artwork. Every time they release one of these new covers, I'm like, that might be my new favorite cover.
Aww.
This is up there with On Mars. I really, really like the cover of this game. Yeah. So yeah, the Great Library. It's new Lacerda. It looks great, beautiful, and excited for it.
It looks year. It's got a very beachy color scheme to it.
Very blue, yeah.
Like blue and sandy brown.
Yeah, I mean the library was famously like within view of the shore, so it's right there on the shore. All the more ironic when it burned down.
If only we could get water.
Yeah, all that water. Someone pump it into the library. But yeah, no, it's again like Lacerda, one of my favorite designers. When he's thematic, brilliant. When it's a little more abstract, it's really hard. So
yeah,
excited for this one.
Yeah, it looks great.
Next one up here. This is a game that was on crowdfunding actually a little over a year ago, so it's going to be more than a year. It was on our list this last year. Revenant. This is the spiritual sequel, content sequel to Voidfall. It's not like a mechanical sequel. It's a worker placement game, a little bit lighter. Different designer, Ellen Kirkby. But same Unitool artwork, so it's in the same universe, and it has the same kind of lore and everything built up into it. So it is the Voidfall universe. I backed this purely on theme, and they've kind of, I don't want to say redesigned the thing post campaign, but they've made a lot of changes, which is why it's not done yet. So I'm excited for this. A new worker placement game from Mind Clash, that alone is exciting because they have some really good worker placement games they've made.
Sure.
But more Voidfall content as well. Awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, it's very dynamic, and again, just like with Gemini, if they could keep pumping out the hits, that'd be great in that same universe.
Yeah, be super cool. Next up, we have the follow-up to Blood Rage.
Blood Rage. Follow-up.
It's Valhalla.
There you go.
Yeah. So, Simon sold Blood Rage to Tycoon Games. They immediately threw it up on GameFound.
Sure.
And we have this new version, and people aren't happy about it.
Aww.
It's 57 one-star ratings, even though the game is not done yet or out.
That's rough. Yeah, 3.3 on Board Game Geek.
Why? Yeah.
Why?
People don't like the graphic design. They don't think the minis look good. They think it's rushed. I don't know. It's still designed by Eric Lang, so I'm sure the gameplay's fine. Yeah. I will say the early mock-ups of the minis did not look great. But like the versions they had at the conventions over the summer, they looked okay. So
there was something about the board. Remind me what there was something, right?
Oh, the board was weird and ugly, right? They had to redesign it, or they're going to redesign it.
And it looked like something too. I'm trying to remember what they don't have the pictures on Board Game Geek. I think they pulled them down because people are very upset about that.
Yeah. But people were mad. I didn't back it myself. I have Blood Rage and all the stuff with it, and I love it. I don't think it needs more content or a new version. But
sure,
for those people who want that or want the other stuff that they couldn't get that was out of print because Simon wouldn't bring it back, they're getting it, which, I'm excited for them.
It's weird, though, because, again, we may never have seen this at all. So it's a little surprising that people are that upset about. But again, I guess since Blood Rage has such a broad, big Kickstarter history, I guess it shouldn't be a surprise.
I think it's hard to tell because it does feel rushed because they got the license and then they threw this up like 5 months later. The other part of it is, though, you get that like sense of ownership. Like, I have the original version of Blood Rage and all the Kickstarter stuff that's impossible to get. My version of this game is worth hundreds of dollars. Yeah. And I'm saying that as the community and also as myself. Like, I do have all that. I could see some people being upset and not realizing that's why they're upset.
Sure.
But I don't know. We'll see. I do think it's a little cynical how quickly they pushed it out, but also it's a business and they bought a thing and they want to make money off of it. Yeah. So what are you going to do?
It's also hard too, because I think just like the rest of us, like, we love the game so much that almost anything that came out we would buy. And this certainly seemed like, I wouldn't say a cash grab, I think that's unfair, but a smaller version or not equal to the Blood Rage.
Right.
Which is also fair because I'm sure for Eric Lang to put that together, it took a large amount of time and playtest. And like you said, with the short turnaround time, probably didn't have the amount of time and effort to like put in a full, something on the same bar as a Blood Rage.
Yeah. I mean, Blood Rage was like, 5-6 years of development after Chaos in the Old World.
Sure.
We don't know how long he was working on this, so we can't really say.
Yeah. So, good luck to those who backed it.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we have the new game from Paverson Games. This is Ringyo. It is a simultaneous worker placement game about Edo period Japan, in which you are trying to... It's a forestry game, but it's about sustainable forestry. So you're like trying to manage the resources in this old growth forest and make sure that it is maintained, which is just a cool idea.
Yeah.
So this is designed by Charlie McCarran, who's not really made a game like this before. The game that we would know him from that we talked about is Four Humors.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And one of his early jobs was development work on Star Wars Destiny, of all things.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Got an interesting background from a design perspective, but this looks cool. The artwork looks amazing. It's Kwanchai Moria.
Yeah.
So just beautiful, like watercolor cover. So looking forward to seeing what this turns out to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Next up here, we have a new one from IV Studio, a company that I know is big because they made a lot of money off of Pillars of Fate and Veil of Fate. But I didn't realize all their other games were really good that they released last year, like Tend and Graft. They have a new one, Honor's End, coming out this year. So you have it's a knight game. You're fighting stuff as a knight. It's got kind of cool abstract artwork. It's not a Fate game, so don't be like me and write it off if you're not a big Fate person. But it is a cooperative deck building game, so it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
The Veil of Fate has covered over all of their other games.
I know, and I feel bad about that because some of them look really good.
Yeah,
and we didn't catch them.
But now we did.
We did, yeah, and we've got Will to come on the show and talk about them because he has all of those games.
He does.
Next up, we have the Game Makers, very famously grabbing 150 different board games,
crazy,
real board games. Bezier is licensed, and a game about making them. So this one's designed by Ben Rossett, who worked on Formaggio, Search for Planet X, Between Two Cities, Brewcrafters, lots of stuff you know. So excited to see how this one does. Like, we saw it in action at PAX, but not the final version.
We did. It was interesting to look at. It's a much smaller physical presentation than the photos will let you believe. But again, it's a novelty for sure.
It is, yeah. So I hope it's also good, because I feel like a lot of people would back this on the like, ooh, cool, all the games I like, but is the game also good?
Yeah, I think I haven't played it, so I can't say, but my assumption here from seeing it being played again is it's more of a novelty gimmick experience, and it's certainly on the lower weight scale. So I will hold judgment till I play it, but again, it looks more like, hey, look, fun, and you're like, oh, okay, fun.
Right.
That's fun.
I hope so. It's a cool idea. We've always been talking about, like, why don't we make games about making games?
100%.
So here we have it. We have a game about making games, and they got all the licenses too, so I hope it's good.
Yeah.
All right, next one up here, we have Cassius Belli. This is a new one from Martin Wallace, and specifically, it is the 4.0. So this is a reimplementation of A Handful of Stars, which is a reimplementation of Mythotopia, which is a reimplementation of A Few Acres of Snow. This is the 4th edition of that. Not officially 4th edition, but it is that chain. And this is Martin Wallace, is what he does, iterating on the same design over time.
Sure.
So this was on GameFound a little while back. It is coming out this year. And as having played A Handful of Stars and having friends who really love it, I'm excited for this. And just anytime we get more Martin Wallace accessibility. I don't like the cover, though. It looks like a 90s Stargate knockoff.
It looks, especially in comparison to A Handful of Stars, which has a really awesome cover to it.
Yeah, not a fan. But the gameplay is good, and if it continues to be good and potentially better, all the more.
Nice.
Next up, we have Bunny Kingdom Town, another reimplementation. Richard Garfield's coming back with more bunnies. Bunnies! So it's open drafting. That's Bunny Kingdom, is a drafting area control game. This is a 2-player version of that.
Okay.
So you are building up your town and doing that by drafting these cards, but in a 2-player back and forth kind of thing. So it's not the same as Bunny Kingdom, but it has a lot of similar elements, and it's got the cool artwork. And the best part of Bunny Kingdom is all the funny bunny puns.
2 bunnies!
2 bunnies, yeah. It looks cute. I always say, like, oh, stop doing all the 2-player versions, but then they come out and I'm like, oh, that looks cute. I'll get that.
The bunnies won you over.
Yeah, it's cute. Next up, Mystic Lands, a new John D. Clare, and a reimplementation of Mystic Vale. One of your favorites, right?
Yeah, no, this is a reimplementation, makes it a little bit easier, a little more streamlined, more accessible, considering Mystic Vale has like a ton of expansions with like more interactions than you could possibly imagine. So bring it back, slim it down a little bit, make it a somewhat new game.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that because like I remember liking Mystic Vale, and at a certain point I'm like, I can't get in on this game. There's no stuff for it. So boil it back down. Give it something simple. Next up, we have Cascadia Alpine Lakes, which is a reimplementation of Cascadia. Again, you seeing the theme, folks. I'll tell you what, in past years, what we would do is here's the new games coming out, and then here's the reimplementations and expansions. This year we didn't do that because it would have been like, here's 15 games and then here's 40 reimplementations and expansions. We do have some like explicit expansions we'll talk about at the end, but it's a lot of these, a lot of like 2.0s, 3.0s. That'll be a tough category next year.
It's true.
But this is Cascadia, but with like a third dimension. You're stacking stuff now. It's basically the difference here. So now you're in the Alps, which is cool. New artwork, best syllable artwork.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. It's more Cascadia, always good.
Nice.
Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers trick taking game. They had it at PAX. It officially comes out like this week. So as you're listening to this, hopefully you can track down a copy. It's second chapter. It's the same thing, right? It's the trick taking game with special rules to get through the different chapters of the book. I'm excited about it. We're all excited about it. I might even wait on this one until they also have the Return of the King, and I can do all three back to back.
Ooh,
right? I'll watch the movies while I'm playing the games.
I think the extended editions are coming out to theaters in January.
Ooh, yeah, might have to do that. Yeah.
Is this, again, not to derail the podcast, because I know we're talking about the most exciting games coming out in 2026, but is this the best? I mean, not this one specifically because it's not out yet, but like,
right,
the best trick taking game. Because like, you are a complete convert to the trick taking cult here. Like, is this it? Have we done it?
It depends on what you want out of a trick taking game. From a cooperative perspective, yes, it's the best cooperative trick taking game. This is a much better version of what the mission games were doing, like the Deep Sea and it's like, it has the theme, it has a story, it has the characters.
Sure.
That a lot of those other ones don't because they're too abstract. This is great, and the artwork is fantastic too.
Very cool.
All right, we had to put it on the list. We joked about it 2 weeks ago. Stellaris: Infinite Legacy. Supposedly they say they're shipping it this year. So,
if we all clap our hands at the same time, come on.
It's happening, folks.
It better happen before this game bottoms out on Board Game Geek, because people are not happy, man.
Yeah, so there was an update in November, late November, that said that they're shipping in Europe in February, and then in North America after, like, in May, because of the lunar holiday, or the Lunar New Year holiday. So maybe
it's happening.
Maybe it exists.
It's gonna do it. It's gonna pull it off.
I don't know. It's been 5 years. Does it exist? We'll see.
Could be the greatest 4X game ever.
Yeah,
Twilight.
Could be.
What? I don't know. I play Stellaris, man.
Yeah.
Suck it, Twilight Imperium.
Yeah. So go back and listen to our last 3 years of most anticipated if you want more information about this game, as well as our previews, our Kicking the Habit coverage. We've been talking about this game for half a decade. So
it really was the game that deserved it, right? Considering just all the different elements to it, without getting into detail. It's been everything.
Yeah.
All
right. Next up, we have Colosseum Ave Titus. So this is a new one from Fantasia Games, and specifically what it is a standalone game built from scratch, but based on the original Colosseum. So the original designers of Colosseum, Wolfgang Kramer and Markus Lübke, are back, but along with Johnny Pack and Tool artwork, they are making this new version. Fantasia Games worked on one of your recent favorites, Unconscious Mind. So a beautiful, beautiful production here, of course. And I don't know. I love Colosseum. They keep trying to bring it back in different versions, reimplementations, whatever. None of them look as good as that original Days of Wonder version. So sure, let's make a different game. Why not?
So according to Board Game Geek, the campaign will launch on the 10th of June.
Okay, got a ways to go still. That's not coming out this year.
No.
Oh man. Well, here's hoping, but it does look good. It looks pretty.
That's Tool.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have a game that I backed a few months back, Deco.
Yeah. I told you about this one. I was like,
you
Anthony?
did. You told me, and I went and backed it. So
This
is
podcast just nails it. We always get into buy games.
You used to get me weekly. Now it's like once every couple months, but you did get me.
Well, I've been laying off a little bit. It's been some hard times.
Yeah, we all appreciate it around here. So Deco you're creating the ultimate magical poker deck. If it sounds familiar, it's Balatro. So if this is Haken Garter's take on Balatro type of gameplay, and if that sounds familiar, Garter is the designer of Villagers, Streets, Moon.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. It's got the poker stuff. It's got like the cool different types of jokers, but done in a tabletop format. So hopefully they don't get sued, but it looks good.
It looks really good. I like the artwork a lot.
All right. I will let you know. I'll know how it is because I did back that one.
Yay.
All right. Next up, another re-implementation. We have Epos, a Gentis game. This is coming from Stefan Riesthaus. This was on GameFound early last year, so looking to ship this year. It is a collection of updated mechanics and elements set in the Gentis universe. So you have a base game, but it also comes with 8 different scenarios and a campaign that you can play over the top of that. Not going to run through what all those are, but if you have not played the original Gentis, it's a civilization game that uses the mechanic of time, like the passage of time as like a core element and resource that you're working with. So this is building on that with a campaign element, which seems to make sense, but it wasn't super clear how it played when they had it on crowdfunding.
Gotcha.
It's coming from Spielworks, famously a lot of really great games, often a little undercooked on the production. So
sounds good.
We have Sail Legacy. This was a big one up on crowdfunding on Kickstarter a few months back.
Yeah.
It's the Sail, the little cooperative trick-taking game, but now it's a legacy game. So they took what was a $20 or $30 little box from Allplay and they turned it into like a big epic sprawling, I forgot what it was, $60 or $70 legacy game.
Sure.
We'll see. It's pretty. It's very pretty. Like all those little ship meeples look cool.
I'll tell you, man, trick taking out of nowhere, just taking the lead on every game these days.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's a fun one I didn't know existed until I made this list. Legendary, a DC deck building game. They did it, man.
It finally happened.
They did it. And guess what? It's another re-implementation because, of course, it's building on the Legendary Marvel from 14 years ago now. It's crazy.
Yeah, we used to have, I think there was a Versus on this because Legendary was just Legendary was just a Marvel game, and DC had its own deck builder, and they used to battle it out. Yeah, and now DC's come on board. Yeah,
and Marvel only has 39 sets and various expansions that go with its version, and now we get DC. Also
I mean, you probably will be able to mix and match on this, I guess.
Oh, interesting.
Right? Because that's what you were able to do with the other stuff, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, the comic universe right now is kind of building towards a crossover. So
Again.
Yeah, they do it every 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's coming. Like, they've laid the groundwork. It's coming soon. So why not a game that does the same?
Yeah, so this, supposedly you could pre-order this at the end of March, and it's about 80 or so bucks.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Horror on the Orient Express, the board game. So this is a Call of Cthulhu, famous Call of Cthulhu module, and it is being turned into a board game from Chaosium, being designed by the folks behind some of the games from Awakened Realms. So we have Adam Kwapinski, who you know from all the big games. We have Nemesis, Frostpunk, lots of big stuff come from Awakened Realms. So Lords of Hellas, good stuff. So taking a swing at a board game about a murder mystery on a horror train, something. I don't know. There's a lot of crossovers happening here, but people are very excited about this one.
Cthulhu did it, didn't it? Right? Cthulhu was the one? Yeah.
I would guess.
I mean, the production here is crazy good. The train is really interesting because it's like 3D cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
And you have like little monsters and the dice on the train. So just you're like, I don't know. Like last time I played with a cardboard train, it was a lot more friendly of a game than
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny. Where's the DeLorean? Give me the
yeah,
DeLorean.
100%.
Oh. All right. So next up on the list, we have the new one from Elizabeth Hargrave, Sonnabelle. So this is coming from, of all publishers, Avalon Hill, which I didn't realize still published games in 2026. So this is a game about collecting seashells and just navigating the beaches of Sonnabelle, which is in Florida. So
Okay.
um, that's what we're doing here. It's got like Tetris style pieces that fall down. They're not Tetris shaped though, so it's okay, Chris. It's okay.
Oh,
Relax.
thank goodness.
Not to trauma nose.
We don't have to do
Um,
polyominoes on the seashore.
no.
Seashells, polyomino shells on the seashore.
Yeah. Your nightmare, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, it's Elizabeth Hargrave. She makes good games,
Yay!
and they're often scientifically accurate as well. So you get like interesting things that come out of it, combined with good gameplay. So
She's got the smarts for sure.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
Next up, we have a re-implementation of Samurai, classic Reiner Knizia game called Hanami.
Ah.
So rather than the kind of war-oriented take, now we have a game in which you are picnicking in different parks in Japan and Tokyo in the springtime, fighting through the crowds to view the cherry blossoms. So it is still an area control type of game, but you're just trying to get the best view of the flowers. I love that idea. I think it's a really cool way to do it.
That's so funny, considering, like you said, where the game comes from to this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's coming from a Western designer. They think Japan, they think samurai, but it's like, hey, why not make this less that, right?
Sure.
So this is a thing in Japan.
Yeah.
Where the cherry blossoms come out and people take time off, they travel, they go around, they're all over the country. So love to see a game about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up we have Arctica. So it's a competitive engine building game based on Arctic ecosystems. So it's about the animals that live in the Arctic. 160 different animals, they say, and you're trying to build up a high biodiversity score. So you're building an ecosystem in the space. So very cool idea.
I really like this. It's up on GameFound, but it is not. It's still a preview. Let me put it that way.
Right. Yeah, and it is listed now as 2027. So at some point in the last 2 weeks since I made this list, they switched it over. So it's probably not coming out this year, but we will keep an eye on it anyways.
And yet somehow still on preview.
Yeah. Well. GameFound going to be GameFound.
GameFound's going to be GameFound. Gotcha. It looks great, though. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Next up, we have one of the new Garphill games. There's always a few. The Great Sea. So this is about building biremes and building trade routes and controlling temples in the ancient Mediterranean. So it's another one of those Conquest in the Mediterranean. Designed by S.J. McDonald and Zach Smith.
Sure.
So, yeah, they got like 2 or 3 of these a year. They're always good looking. New Spielworks game, 12 Monks. So we have 12 monks on a mission in 12th century Portugal, which, anything historical looks interesting. The designer here, Pedro Santos Silva, has worked on Lisbon Tram 28, and that is it. So interested to see what this turns into. It's a worker placement. It's got dice elements to it, and you're building up an abbey. So looks good. It has enough previews out there that people are interested in it, and it seems like a big chunkier Euro. So
yeah, they're saying a July 2026 release.
Great. New Awaken Realms game. I mentioned we don't do a ton of like big box plasticky games, but it's always interesting to see what these guys are doing because they are the biggest games out there right now. They own GameFound, so they get the biggest mind share when they launch a new game.
Yeah.
This one is Lands of Evershade, so it's an RPG board game combo.
What?
Yeah. Who knew?
They're doing a thing like that?
Yeah, it's got
Crazy.
designers from Tainted Grail and ISS Vanguard, two of their biggest releases,
Ooh,
both top 200 games. So big cooperative game, lots of big monsters, cool looking plastic.
very cool
It'll do well.
plastic. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do well. Satchel Quest. This is from Weird City Games. It's a bag building dungeon adventure. So you are going into a dungeon, you're building up your bag, drawing these different chips out, and trying to battle enemies, disarm traps, unlock treasure chests, all sorts of cool stuff. So it's got fun, like chibi style artwork of what you're facing down there. Very cool looking stuff. Like, and relatively simple. So there's no miniatures involved because it is a bag builder. So I do love to see a dungeon crawler that is not going to cost me $300. So, and it's got design people, the people who worked on Point Salad, Point City,
Sure.
Verdant, good games, Truffle Shuffle. Next up, we have Azure.
There you go.
Azure.
Ooh,
so
fancy.
this is from Bitewing Games, designed by Trevor Benjamin and Brett J. Gilbert. This is a game about
The color blue?
invoking. You'd think.
Yeah.
So you are invoking the four auspicious beasts and channeling their energy in a quest for wisdom. It's the four auspicious beasts, of course, being Azure, dragon of the east, the bird of the south, the white tiger of the west, and the black tortoise of the north. So kind of drawing on these ancient Chinese mythological figures for a kind of race style, almost abstract looking game. 2 players.
Okay.
Next up, Moitura, another Bitewing game, also from Trevor Benjamin. This is a game in which you're spreading your influence across the land to become the High Ruler of Ireland. So it's kind of Celtic mythology. Got some interesting new, mythological games coming from Bitewing.
Yeah, I really like the artwork here. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice looking. Another new one here coming from Dux Somnium Games, which worked on botany, LaFleur, artistry. So a lot of these like Victorian style visual games.
Sure.
This one is Endearment. So this is a strategy game in which you take on the role of one of the heroines of Jane Austen's novels, moving through Regency England and trying to pursue romance and build up kind of the elements that are represented in those novels. As a huge fan of Victorian literature and having read not all of, but several of Jane Austen's novels in college, it's a cool idea. And I'm surprised we don't see more games trying to get in on the 19th century England train, with Obsession being such a popular game.
Yeah, that is true. That's surprising that there isn't more based on all the amazing books out there. So maybe it'll be a trend.
Yeah, I think so. Like, there's a lot to work with. There's so many rules in that society, so it's perfect for making games out of.
These rules don't make sense. Turns out they were real. Oh no.
Yeah, they're not good. They're super sexist. All right, last of the new games here, Calypso. We saw this one at PAX. We had a quick preview of it from Inside Up Games. It's a game about a world that's been swallowed by the ocean, and you're salvaging different debris to build a settlement. So it's a tableau building, tiling game, but you're like a shared space, and you're building up with these different size and shaped pieces, moving meeples around. It's like Waterworld, but hopefully not a bad movie.
Hopefully not as big of a bomb.
Right? Yeah. So those are the newish games, and I mentioned that we have some more stuff here that is explicitly expansions or re-releases. And I know you're saying, weren't you already talking about re-releases? But most of those are like legit re-implementations or bringing back old games. These are a few more coming out this year. First up, we have Trismegistus, which is the refined, revised version that's supposedly easier to learn and easier to play of the Daniela Tascini game.
Sure.
This was on GameFound a few months ago. Should be coming out in the next 6 months or so.
Yeah, they promoted the heck out of this, and I'm really hoping it's good, because Trismegistus was almost a good game.
I liked it, but it was really hard to learn, and I only taught
Yeah.
it once, and then I never played it again because that one teach was a nightmare.
We played it several times, but the teach was a nightmare. And I remember watching other people's videos just to make sure we had it right. And they were like, they would shrug and they'd be like, I don't know. We don't know if we got this right. I'm just like, oh no.
Right. What do you mean you don't know?
But it's a good, solid kind of contract completion game. And that's always nice to have.
Yeah. All right. We have up next Coliseum, the Grand Spectacle. This is also from Fantasia Games. So they're coming out with the new version of Coliseum. They're also going to do a new version of the old one. So this is just a reimplementation of the classic Coliseum from Days of Wonder. And great. It looks better than the last couple of versions they've tried.
Oh boy. Yeah.
The Tasty Minstrel version was not pretty.
No, that was not good.
So they're like, you know what? We'll go get Tool. We're not messing around. We'll drop the big bucks. We'll get the big guy.
Sure.
Get a legit game here. And I'm down with it. It looks good.
They're like, can you save us?
Yeah.
He's like,
we had a good game, and then we were like, we'll bring it back, but we made a really ugly version, and people hated it.
So, they're like, our bad. We did a bad thing here.
Yeah.
We feel bad about this. Like, yeah, you kind of should. That was a bad thing.
We have like the only good roll and move game, and we want to bring it back.
Yeah. Remember the big thing was they had coins with it? They were like, but we have coins! I'm like,
yeah.
No, not cool, man.
Yeah, but that box looks like crap.
Yeah, it's not good. Not a fan.
No. All right, next up on the list here, we have Agricola Special Edition.
Okay.
Mr. Agricola?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get excited when Agricola Dead Harvest is coming out next year.
I know. I don't know why they told us that exists, right?
They made a huge mistake when they did that. Yeah, because, like, I'm just going to wait now for the other version.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's true. If you're ever going to get me on board with Agricola, it's like zombie farming.
So. I know. You got zombies. Why wouldn't you want to farm them?
Yeah. I'm excited to see how they do it. I don't know if I'll like it, but I'm excited to see how they do it.
Yeah. Grains. That's mainly what you'll be dealing with. Yeah.
There better be a joke grain card.
I know. Hope so.
All right. Next up here, we have Container. New version of Container coming from All Play. Yeah, the third one. Although the second one was ridiculous and oversized and expensive. So
it was crazy.
This one's supposed to be relatively affordable and accessible. So.
It's weirdly, again, it's not like it never needed to be an overly produced game. But again, I guess money, right? Money.
Yeah. Like I didn't back this, so I don't remember what it cost, but I know it was a lot less than that Mercury Games edition, which was like $200.
Yeah. It's a good
giant
game.
Containers, they're huge. Yeah. But who needed that?
You really didn't, because it's not a highly functional part of the game. It's just like you stack them on the ship. You know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, just like you did your thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. It's nice.
So.
It's colorful. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
It's
all right.
It's kind of like Acquire. Like Acquire is a nice game, and they upgrade those pieces like significantly. And it's just like, sure, I guess you could do that.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, money. That's money, man.
Money. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, next up here, we have Mage Knight, the Apocalypse Dragon, which I think was on the list last year. This was supposed to come out maybe in 2024. It's been delayed multiple times. I don't even know if they ever put an official date on it. I think just once it was announced, people assumed it was coming. The most recent date said March.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's the case, but it's a big box new expansion for Mage Knight, the first one in like 12 years or something like that.
Yeah, crazy.
It's not coming from the original designer. It's coming from Phil Pettifer, but Pettifer has worked on Mage Knight before, did the Krang expansion. So exciting new content, especially for people who've been playing Mage Knight for a long time.
And we mean a long time.
Yeah, the big game's been out now for almost 15 years. So
yeah.
Next up, Nippon Zaibatsu.
Bless you.
Nippon is a game that came from What's Your Game, famously defunct now because of Madeira, which is no longer on this list. I know you want it to be. I'm sorry.
Bring it back.
We dropped it. It's not on the list anymore.
Damn.
It's been 6 years since they stole our money. It's not coming back.
So, dude, money.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
So, the license for this became available. Nuno Bizarro Sentiero and Palo Soledades game about the Industrial Revolution in Japan. Fantastic game. I have a copy. It's one of my favorites. It's on Board Game Arena if you want to try it out. This is a big box update to that. It's not adding a ton of new content, but it's a big, pretty version of it. I didn't back it because I'm happy with what I have. But the more I see of it, the more I'm like, man, that's pretty. I wish I had the pretty version. So,
You know what else was pretty? Madeira.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
Aw.
This is the Madeira sadness part of the podcast.
It is.
We do every year.
Pour one out for Madeira.
Yeah, I know. All right, moving on from Madeira. Sorry, folks, it's not happening. That game is dead.
No.
Another game that may or may not exist because who knows how this company has any money left. DC Superheroes United. So they did release the standalone box last year, the Hush set.
What?
But the crowdfunding campaign has still not been fulfilled, and I'm waiting for my minis.
Okay.
So we'll see. DC Superheroes United, the fourth campaign of the United sets. We'll see when or if it makes it out this year.
Alrighty there.
Next up, Inish Nimid, the new expansion for Inish. One of those fantastic not worker placement, dudes on a map. It's worker placement. Dudes on a map area influence type games. Like 3 of them kind of came out all at the same time. You had like Cyclades and then Kemet and then Inish all came out within like 3 years of each other. This is the one based on like Celtic history and lore, beautiful artwork. And now we're getting a new expansion 12 years later, which is crazy to me. But hey, looks good.
It's super pretty.
It is very pretty. That's the main thing about these. It's like my least favorite of that bunch, even though it's very good, but it's the most pretty of the bunch.
So. It is. Yeah.
Next up here, we have Endeavor Deep Sea Uncharted Waters. This was on crowdfunding a little while ago. It's a new expansion for Endeavor, which has done very well. The new version, the Deep Sea version. So this is adding just a bunch of new mechanics to it. I mean, you're going to have new missions, new tiles, new specialists, new scenarios that you can play through, all sorts of cool stuff. I backed this. Looking forward to it.
Excellent.
Dogs of War, another game that I backed. This is a Palomori game that came out a long time ago, about 15 years ago, one of the earliest CMON releases, and promptly became very hard to find, especially the exclusive content. So Play to Z, the new company from Zev, formerly of Z-Man Games, and then Shut Up and Sit Down Presents got together and brought this game back. So had a Game Found campaign, relatively affordable. You get the game for like $50 or $60, and it's just a really fantastic, like not quite area control, but like tug of war influence type of game. And I like the new production because the old one was a little gaudy. It was early CMON. This is a little bit more modern. So excited for this one.
Gotcha.
Here's one for you that I know you're excited for. Andromeda's Edge Genesis.
Ooh, yeah, I backed this, buddy.
Yeah, we found one Chris backed.
I did.
So yeah, we got a new expansion for Andromeda's Edge, which is awesome. 3 new factions, new regions, new ancient shrines, a new event deck, new development ability, just new stuff all the way around. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, no, I mean, Andromeda's Edge knocked it out of the park. More stuff is good. Crazy frog dude, awesome. And yeah, whatever they can add to it, all the better.
Yeah, our game of the year last year. So this will be immediately top of the list. We'll be playing this one right away when it comes in.
Definitely.
Hands in the Sea. I talked about this a little while back. This is a game from 2016. It's a 2-player deck building area control game. Or not really deck building, more like, I don't know. We'll call it deck building. It's a weird one. But you play cards and you place out figures on the map. It's a war game, effectively. 2-player only. Absolutely fantastic. Super under the radar. I was very surprised to see it come out on Game Found from Phalanx with a beautiful new edition. So I backed this. I'm excited to have it. I've played it a couple times, like pre-COVID. Had a friend who picked up a copy and we played it. Just really, really cool game.
Yes, definitely.
War of the Ring, the 2 Decades limited edition.
Who? What? Where?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know where this is. They say February now. Originally they said December, so they're only running a couple months behind. So not too bad. This is the, hey, we're never going to reprint this. Just kidding. Yes, we are, but we'll put a different name on the box. Fancy edition, painted edition of War of the Ring. I already have the limited edition of the 3 expansions, so I'm excited to have the full original game box, which I thought I would never be able to buy because they kept telling me it would cost $3,000 on eBay. So
pretty close.
I'm very excited. I have like the limited edition rule books, which they had re-released. I have the board, the giant board, which they had re-released. I have the playmat, but I didn't have the actual box in the game. So we'll soon have all the things. And it is still available for those who are interested. There are a few copies left in their store.
Very nice.
All right. And last but not least, a game that we spotted at PAX, the expansion for Slay the Spire, the board game, one of my favorite games of last year, Downfall. So this is the expansion that lets you play as the bad guys.
Oh, nice.
So you take on the roles of the Slime Boss, Guardian, Hexaghost, and Hermit, and are now trying to defeat Niao. But there's new bosses in the way. So this is based on a fan expansion for Slay the Spire. I guess they wanted to get new content out for this game, but they couldn't wait for Slay the Spire 2 to release. So
sure, which is this thing.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this. Also excited for Slay the Spire 2, and then I'm excited for the 3rd Kickstarter that will eventually come out with Slay the Spire 2 content.
You are a very excited person, my friend.
I'm excited all the time, man. You don't even know. No, Slay the Spire, though, legit, one of the best co-op games of the last few years. Like, if you haven't played it, you really should.
Definitely.
So, there you have it, folks. We got 55-ish games or so and expansions you should check out this year. There will be many, many, many more. Stay tuned every week for our Roll for Preview session as we run through them.
Yeah, absolutely. So we hope that you enjoyed the most anticipated games for 2026. Please, as Anthony said, check back with us early and often because we'll be previewing and actually getting them to the table when they do hit out in the real world. Until next time, this is Chris.
Hey, and this is Anthony.
And we'll see you all a seat at the table. Take care, everyone. 2026.
Bye.
Hey there, I'm Hugh from Moderation. If you like today's episode, why not check out the next session? Your D&D Agony Aunt's there to answer all of your questions. Join Adam and Alyssa as they answer questions sent in by listeners like you about how to solve the problems that come with running and playing in all sorts of different tabletop scenarios. Available wherever you get your podcasts.